Hi, today we're going to be making an envelope cocoa pouch. This is what it looks like. To get started, you're going to need an envelope, and we're just going to put it onto the simply scored like this. We're going to score it at 4 1/4 and at 3 3/4. Now if you have your cutter, you can actually just cut at 4 1/4, but I decided I would just cut it off with my scissors. So you're going to cut on that first score line, or you can just cut at 4 1/4 with your cutter. And that's going to leave you with this 1/2 inch scored piece. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to cut that flap off. Okay, so now you have an open top here. Your score is right there. You're going to trim at an angle on that from the score to the edge. So you're just taking out like a little triangle. Now you're going to flip this piece in on that score line, and you're going to cut that back piece off. Oops. Make sure you don't cut your little folded piece past the score line. Alright, so there we have our pouch. It's coming together nicely. We're going to pop that flap back out, and you're just going to put your adhesive of choice on there. Flip it back under, and now you have a pouch. So we're finished with the Simply Score now. Now you can decorate it how you would like. I'm going to use the snowflake image from the Snowman set, Stylin' Snowfolk. And I'm just going to stamp just all over the place. No real order to it. And you really don't even have to stamp too much in the middle, depending on how you're going to decorate that. So now on my finished piece, I used No Peeking stamp set. I used Pool Party for the tree and Melon Mambo ink on the Jolly Christmas. And then I just added a couple of basic rhinestones. It just adds a little bling to it. And then I added some Lucky Limeade ribbon. So that's how I did my first pouch. And so I'm just going to show you, just take your pouch of cocoa and stick it in. And now you have a cute, easy little gift to give someone around Christmas. Now I wanted to show you another way you could decorate it. And on this one I used the Stylin' Snowfolk. I used Pool Party for her arms and her body. I used Melon Mambo for her buttons. Stamped her eyelashes, her eyes, and her mouth, all in early espresso. And I used Pumpkin Pie for her nose, of course. And then for her hat, I used a scrap piece of paper and just stamped it in Melon Mambo and cut it out and added it with a dimensional. And the Happy Christmas is stamped in early espresso. And then, and it's from More Merry Messages. And then just to add your image to the pouch, you're just going to use a couple of dimensionals, or 4. I like to use 4 on larger things like this. Just pop the backs off. And I'm going to use Pool Party ribbon and just use a little bit of snail I would normally use a glue dot, but just because it's close to me right now, I'm using some snail. And I didn't need to put it but on one side, so ignore that. Just add a little bit to the other side, and that's what you're going to stick to your cardstock. So there you go, and then you'll just add it to your pouch. And there you have it, another cocoa pouch. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any questions.